Hi, I'm Oliver, age 24, and you're watching How to Draw Really Good. And today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to draw my favourite supervillain of all time, Yoda from Star Trek. So as you know, Yoda has a rather large head because his brain is absolutely humongous. And you can capture that on your paper by drawing a circle the size and shape of the moon. Next, you want to flourish your moon head with two butcher knife ears and make sure that you file them to a point because they are Yoda's main attack weapon. Next, we're going to add some eyes, so you want to make one larger and one slightly smaller for a 3D effect. Then we're going to use the classic C to the side mouth with detailed top teeth, less detailed bottom teeth. Brilliant. Now we can add some Yoda Colors, so let's get funky. You want to choose a 3D green for Yoda's skin, and then a darker 3D green for the inside of his mouth to give that inside the head Yoda look. Next, you want to do two slanted lines coming out of either side of his head for his body. And obviously, as you know, Yoda's not a human, he's a green space wombat. So you want to do wombat arms, and they're quite similar to human arms, but a little bit shorter and a little bit stubbier on the fingers. The actual professional technique for that is called wombatting, so remember that one because it comes in handy quite often. Next, we're going to use the same 3D Yoda green that we used on the face and ears for the body and arms. Next, we're going to use a hot 3D candy pink to do the nippling technique. And for that, you just want to do some large nipple-shaped discs on Yoda's belly. Now we're going to man up the drawing by adding some hair around the nipples. And for that, you want to do a rather circular circle around the nipples, and then a more fluffy, hairier circle around that circle. And then colour the middle of those two circles in a 3D dark grey, almost charcoal-like colour. Now if you think back to any of the Star Trek films, you remember that Yoda has a bit of a bush of hair on his head. So to do that, you want to do kind of like a wiggly tuft technique, let's call it tufting, and then colour that in the same 3D charcoal grey. Now as you know, Yoda is a supervillain, so he has supervillain powers, which are like normal superpowers, but the villainous equivalent. And obviously Yoda's power is the fact that he has loads and loads of money. So I'm going to draw that on my drawing by doing a gold chain around his neck with a gold medallion and a dollar sign using the blinging technique. Now I'm going to use my famous lipping technique to add a red lip effect around Yoda's mouth. Actually, I'm going to make that a double lipping effect and do a lip one way and a lip the other way because Yoda has quite fat lips. Beautiful. It almost makes you want to kiss him. But then you remember, obviously, he's just a drawing, so you can't actually do that. Next, we're going to use the eyebrowing technique and do some squiggly up and down eyebrows above each of his eyes. Fantastic. Now I'm going to turn 3D realistic Yoda into 3D animatronic cartoon Yoda. And to do that, I'm just going to add a speech bubble, and then I'm going to write in my favourite Yoda quote, which is when he's trying to convince the little bin robot to draw, and he's saying, "Draw you must, draw you must." So I'm just going to write that in. And then I'm going to add my name and age to make it a professional piece of work. Now we're going to have a quick look at how my previous student Ken Navarro got along with this tutorial. Now you might have seen Ken's work before because he's one of my more successful students. He actually created the show Happy Tree Friends. So let's have a look how he got along with this tutorial. Oh dear. See, that's quite neefy, isn't it really? See, he's got a quote from Star Wars which is wrong. He's put "beam me up," which isn't even Star Trek at all. It actually looks like he's turned Yoda from a universal sex symbol into a saggy old wrinkly man with saggy old wrinkly man boobs. It's disgusting, really. He's actually forgotten to do any teeth at all in Yoda's mouth, and there's no in the head look. And I'm not sure what planet Ken's on, but that looks nothing like a dollar symbol to me. Slightly weird. Also, it seems like he had trouble writing his age and he wrote 24. Maybe he was looking at my picture and he copied my age down. And then he had to cross it out and write 39 next to it. So yeah, hopefully next time Ken will learn how to draw really good. Thank you. Oh, one more thing before I forget. I'm actually going to order this design on a t-shirt for myself, and I figured why not let you guys get one as well. So I'm going to do a limited edition run of t-shirts with this design on. You can get one from the link in the description, and if there isn't a link in the description, you actually missed the opportunity to get one, and you neefed up. So yeah, get in there before you become a neef. So you can subscribe down there, or you can check out Mondo and have a look at Happy Tree Friends, that what Ken created, which is pretty cool. And also in the comments, let me know, do you think Neef or Ken is better at art? And if so, why? Thanks for watching. Bye bye!